Welcome to the Revere City Council meeting of July 13th, 2026. All rise and salute the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk.
Roll call of the members. Councilor Argenzio.
Here.
Here. Councilor Cogliandro.
Here.
Here. Councilor Janino.
Here.
Here. Councilor Guarino-Sawaya.
Here.
Here. Councilor Haas.
Here.
Here. Councilor Kelly.
Here.
Here. Councilor McKenna. Here. Here. Councilor Mercurio.
Here.
Here. Councilor Novoselsky.
Here.
Here. And Councilor Silvestri.
Here.
Here. And Council President Zambudo.
Here.
Here. Quorum is present. Approval of the minutes of the June 22nd meeting of the Revere City Council.
So move.
All in favor, all opposed? So ordered.
Calendar item number 2.
Mr. President,
Councilor McKenna,
I would like to do a point of
point of
personal
personal privilege. Go right ahead.
Thank you. Tonight, I would like to pay tribute to my good friend who was currently a teacher at Revere High School. Billy O'Brien, known as OB, passed away 2 weeks ago. OB was not only a loyal friend, he was a son, a brother, uncle, mentor, and touched thousands of young lives over the course of 30 years. He truly made a huge difference as a teacher and was loved by so many. He will solely be missed and never forgotten. Could we all please stand and have a moment of silence in honor of OB? Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. President,
Councilor Mercurio.
I'd like to give a big shout out to the Revere Fire and Police Marina Division that was present at Sail Boston 2026. They escorted quite a few ships and worked hard this weekend with the Sail Boston. Just want to give them a big shout out and a job well done. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Any other points? Okay, hearing none. Madam Clerk.
Calendar item number 2, the City Council will award a certificate of appreciation to Jack Polcari in recognition of his tireless dedication, volunteer service, and commitment to the Gibson Park Community Garden.
Way around. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
congratulations. So tonight, we are recognizing John Polcari for his tireless volunteer service and dedication to the Gibson Park Community Garden. John has been a steady, behind-the-scene force in making the project successful. From the beginning, he helped prepare the garden space and ensured the essential work was done and to get it up and running properly. He also played a key role in organizing the garden's plots with the residents, helping create a structure that allowed community members to participate, enjoy, and take pride in their own growing spaces. In addition, John made sure that the water system was properly set up and functioning, an essential piece of infrastructure that helps keep the entire garden operating. What stands out most is his reliability and commitment to the garden. When John takes on a task, it gets done, and the entire community benefits from this effort. This award is a small way to say thank you, John, for the time, care, and dedication you give to the shared space and for bringing the residents together. City of Revere, Certificate of Appreciation, in grateful recognition of your tireless dedication, outstanding volunteer service, and unwavering commitment to the Gibson Park Community Garden. Special recognition is hereby accorded to John Jack Polcari. Through your hard work, generosity, and countless hours of volunteerism, you have helped cultivate not only a beautiful community garden, but also a place where neighbors come together, friendships flourish, and the pride of our community continues to grow. Your selfless efforts have made a lasting and meaningful impact on the residents of Revere and serve as an inspiration to others. This certificate of appreciation presented by the City Council of the City of Revere, Massachusetts, on behalf of its citizens in the 13th day in July in the year of our Lord 2025. 2026. And of the independence of the United States of America, the 250th.
Oh,
Congratulations, John.
oh, thank you.
Let's take a photo.
You got a photo?
Want to come up? Yeah.
Okay,
I just looked at it. I'm like, what?
it's all right. We're behind the times. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll have it fixed and give you a new one.
Sorry?
We'll have it fixed and give you a new one.
Oh, that's okay.
Thank you very
Jack.
much.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We got another one?
Calendar item number 3, that the City Council award a certificate of commendation to Danny Hope Randall, Revere High School Class of 2026, in recognition of her outstanding academic achievements, exemplary leadership, dedication to community service, and remarkable accomplishments as a student athlete.
You want to bring her up with
Yeah.
you?
Melissa, come on. Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and it is my privilege, this is my first certificate as a counselor, and I am honored and privileged to give it to you for being such a great, excelling in your academics and excelling in your sports that you've done for the last 4 years for the Revere High School in the city of Revere. You are an inspiration to all the young girls out there that want to excel in sports, and they look up to a person like you and see that you do well academically and you excel on and off the field. So with that being said, I have a list of accomplishments that Danny has achieved her last 4 years, and it's a very long list, and I'd like to thank her mother for getting this all in this, and also Ashley for putting this on this certificate. The certificate of commendation in acknowledge of the outstanding academic achievements, exemplary leadership, dedication, and community service, and remarkable accomplishments as a student athlete, special recognition, and hereby accord to Danny Hope Randall. Whereas Danny Hope Randall has distinguished herself academically as a member of the National Honor Society, maintaining an impressive 4.2 GPA ranking in the top 6% of the graduating class, and whereas she has demonstrated exceptional leadership and civic engagement through her participation in College Board AP, scholarship program, Harvard Model Congress, and the Revere High School Student Council, and whereas Danny has excelled athletically as a 5-year member of the Revere High School softball team, serving as the captain, earning her Greater Boston League All-Star honors 3 times, and establishing a new Revere High School record with 606 career strikeouts. Whereas she also is a 4-year member of the Revere High School track and field team, serving as a team captain, earning Greater Boston League All-Star honors twice, and helping set the school record in the sprint medley relay. Congratulations on that, another great accomplishment. And whereas she further represented Revere High School as a 4-year member of the field hockey team, earning Greater Boston League All-Star honors, and participated in the MIAA Women in Sports Day, exemplifying sportsmanship, leadership, and a commitment to athletic excellence. And whereas she her accomplishments have earned her numerous scholarships and the opportunity to attend Assumption University on a full scholarship where she will continue her academic and athletic pursuits. And whereas Danny Hope Randall dedicated perseverance, leadership, and commitment to excellence have brought great pride to her family, Revere High School, and the city of Revere. Now, therefore, be it ordered that the certificate of commendation be presented to the City Council of the City of Revere, Massachusetts, on behalf of the citizens, 13th day of July in the year of the Lord, 2026, and in independence of the United States of America and 250th anniversary. Congratulations. Remarkable achievements. Remarkable.
Take a photo, open that. I know it's your first certificate, but you gotta open.
Thank you,
Come
I'm
on, Joy.
sorry.
Oh my God.
Come on, Mom.
Did you take it?
She wouldn't come up here. We tried to get her up here,
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay? Best of luck.
but good job on your first certificate there, my friend.
Calendar item number 4, the Chief of Police and Director of Parking will appear before the City Council to speak about flock systems, such as how they were used, who has access to the data, and how that data is being shared.
Madam Clerk, I don't see the chief, so I guess we'll...
We have Louis here, so he can speak for the...
Yeah, well, I'm speaking with the parking department. They don't use the flock system, so
Oh.
they're only on Gentech, so it would only be
You
the
wanna
chief.
Place this on file?
We can place it on file.
Placed on file.
Public comment pursuant to Chapter 402 of the Acts of 1965. Revere residents and Revere business owners only and city employees only. Residents and business owners shall provide their name and address for the record. Employees shall provide which department they work for. 2 minutes per speaker. Please indicate which council order you'll be speaking on.
Anybody here looking to speak under the public comment section of the evening? It appears there's nobody here. So we'll move on.
Unfinished business, calendar item number 5, motion presented by Councilors Cogliandro and Zambudo, that the City Council amend Rule 34, public comment pursuant to Chapter 402 of the Acts of 1965 to include employees of the City of Revere.
Councilor Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is just correcting a mistake in our rules of order to make it align with state law. And just to be clear, if you're a resident of the city, you're to give your residential address. If you're a business owner, you're to give your business address. And the clerk just said this in the public comment section, but if you're an employee of the city, you just let us know what department you're with. You're not required to give an address. So those are the only changes, and hopefully this is favorable with everyone. Thank you.
Anybody else? Madam Clerk? Did he amend it? Wasn't amended, right?
Technically, it was. We added the employee section where, because originally the employee was not in.
Okay, so that's amendment, Section 2 was amended.
Yes.
Okay. On the motion as amended, all in favor, all opposed?
All right.
So ordered. Madam Clerk, want to call the roll? Oh, okay. Okay. I thought I was just approving the amendment. Okay, good, so we're good. We'll move on.
Next up is the zoning subcommittee report.
Chairman Silvestri.
Thank you, Mr. President. This evening, we had the zoning subcommittee. We had 5 things on the agenda. The first being the ordinance amending the Title 17 Revere revised ordinance relative outdoor lighting. That received a favorable motion. And I'd like to put that out for a roll call.
Mr. President,
Counselor.
Councilor Haas.
I had a few questions about the light issue. Unfortunately, I was unable to attend the zoning meeting, but I just wanted to know if this would include ball fields, parks, the stadium. I also had questions regarding motion lights, like in driveways or backyards for our residents, some of whom work at night, pull into the driveway, the motion light. Now, if they have a neighbor that's saying the motion light's too bright and that goes down, I think that's going to cause a little bit of concern for the residents. But just a few questions. Obviously, if a neighbor has a spotlight shining in your backyard, obviously, I believe that's an issue. But did have a few questions regarding if the city parks, city events, and stadium, Griswold Park would all be affected as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good questions. And I'm going to give some leeway to the maker of the motion. Councilor Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Through you to Councilor Hess. So I would imagine that all of that comes down to whether it's a nuisance or not. If there's a light that is going directly into a homeowner's window or an apartment window, it would have to be rectified. We would have to try to find a way to not make it a nuisance without, obviously, we need lights at parks and things, but that would be at the discretion of the building commissioner, the zoning enforcement officer. So.
That clear up what you needed, Councilor Haas?
Yeah, city parks, that was it. City events,
Okay.
city parks, the counselor touched
They're
on that.
exempt,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Mr. President.
Councilor Novoselsky.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, very difficult to enforce. I think this is almost like matching it up with the sign ordinance. Almost terrible to enforce. But I like the way that the planning board had some amendments to it. And I don't know if these amendments were included in the discussion of the committee, because I think, people should be grandfathered in, not have to spend money to change their lights, if they've had it in for 20 years. So, I'd like to amend, if they haven't made the amendments, to adopt those amendments that the planning board submitted. And basically, it's that all lighting shall be brought into compliance with the of the ordinance upon notification of the subject property requiring a permit for the city of Revere.
Councilor, this has come out of committee favorably.
I don't care. I still can talk about it,
But it
Counselor.
was amended in committee.
I don't know that. It wasn't told us. It wasn't mentioned to us. I couldn't make it. And I don't know
It's
that.
okay, but it was amended in committee.
I just
Okay.
asked that if it was amended, and nobody answered me.
Okay, I
And you are.
apologize. I didn't answer
So,
quick enough.
I'm
Yeah,
glad that
It
is.
was amended in committee.
To remove all
Yes.
those lines
Yes.
throughout the
Yeah.
ordinance.
The only thing I think it might be an issue is you're saying that you want to grandfather, if it's a nuisance, you can't grandfather it, If it's shining in somebody's bedroom, I don't think you're going to be able to grandfather that in.
Mr. President?
Go ahead, Councilor
Yeah, I
Corbiano.
mean, like I said, if it's determined to be a nuisance by the zoning enforcement officer, the building commissioner, it would have to be changed, and we also changed the language so it would not trigger anything else that's grandfathered in the home. We know what happens, you pull a permit to, make a new bedroom, and then your house is out of compliance in other areas, so that's gone. They're not gonna be able to do that. And I do want to state that athletic fields are actually exempt from this ordinance. My apology.
Yeah. I'm On the second reading as amended, all in favor, all opposed? So ordered. On the third and final reading as amended, all in favor, all opposed?
Aye.
So ordered. Roll call for engrossment and ordainment.
Shall the City Council approve an ordinance further amending Title 17 of the Revere Revised Ordinances relative to outdoor lighting? Counselor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Haas?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
No.
No. Counselor McKenna?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
No.
No. Counselor Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, the outdoor lighting ordinance has been approved as amended.
I'm sorry, Chairman Silvestri.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next motion was a motion by a communication by the Chief of Planning relative to the proposal of tourism destination and marketing. That was withdrawn. The motion, also, we had a motion from Councilor Guarino Swire that the mayor be requested to establish a housing impact monitoring program. I believe that was voted on with a favorable, and like to call a roll call.
That was as amended.
I would go back to the first one, Counselor 26110,
Okay.
do something, you have to dispose of that somehow, right? Be placed on, notify,
Are you talking about the tourism?
yes.
That was placed on file.
Now on Counselor 26113, housing impact monitoring program.
So as amended, we'll have a roll call.
Roll call on the amended version of Counselor Guarino Sawaya's request relative to a housing impact monitoring program. Counselor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Haas?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McKenna?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, the motion as amended has been approved.
The next motion, Mr. President, was a motion from Councilor Mercurio, and he also, that also received a favorable as amended, and I'd like a roll call.
On the motion, call the roll.
The motion as amended read as follows, that the mayor request Nick Rystrom, Tom Skrowski, and Chris Charmella to appear before the city council to present a comprehensive map and overview identifying all state agency responsibilities within the city of Revere, et cetera. On the motion, Councilor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Haas?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McKenna?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, the motion is approved as amended.
And the last item we have, Mr. President, was 128 Towing and Recovery LLC. They requested to remain on file. They couldn't make it to tonight, and we'll be reaching out to them to come to the next zoning.
So that will remain in committee. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Communications, calendar item number 11, communication from the mayor relative to a proposed ordinance, an ordinance establishing regulations for naming city property in the city of Revere.
Good evening.
Good evening, honorable members of the Revere City Council, Rose Burns, 281 Broadway, Mayor's Office. So this proposed addition to Title I, Section, it's 1.10.030, an ordinance establishing regulations for naming property in the city of Revere is some housekeeping that aims to establish a consistent, historically accurate, and meaningful process in naming and renaming city property. This ordinance aims to mirror the school department's pre-existing charter with consistent and collaborative guidelines moving forward that maintain accordance with MGL Chapter 43, Section 33. Although I know this communication may be up for further discussion at a public hearing or legislative affairs, I wanted to briefly speak on it, and thank you for your consideration.
Thank you very much. Anybody want to, Counselor Haas?
Thank you, Mr. President. Rose, thanks for being here. I had one question, just looking this over. Property may be named, the person will have been deceased for at least 10 years so that their contribution to the city will have stood the test of time. So I was just curious how the mayor's office came to the conclusion of 10 years and not like an age, I mean.
That was just our suggestion, obviously, for this draft, and that was in collaboration with the mayor's office and the solicitor's office. We just want to make sure that any property where, like a significant building with someone's name on it, is named after someone who, had a significant impact on the city and has stood the test of time. And I think 10 years is a decent test of time, but obviously, if that's something that we want to have a discussion further about, I'm open to it.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else? Counselor Novoselsky?
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, this is only a draft, and, I
Right.
don't know if we're prepared to vote on something tonight.
No, this is
but-
going to a public hearing
But
tonight.
may I say at this point, I disagree that the school department is exempt from this. It should be every single city building, period.
Well, that we talk about in
So,
committee when it
you know,
goes
and I
after the
would say-
public hearing.
I would say that section, when the time comes, that
Absolutely.
we address that.
Right,
Thank you.
good. Anybody else? Counselor Cogliano?
Thank you, Mr. President. Is this not the same rules as the school committee?
It's meant to mirror what the school committee follows, which is, like I said, MGL Chapter 43, Section 33. So if we wanted to, overrule what the school committee follows, that would have to be a special legislation from the city council.
Which means it has to go through us, the mayor, the House, the
Yes.
Senate, et cetera.
Yes, so
Okay.
this is just basically meant to be the city's way of doing the exact same thing.
Personally, I think 10 years is a long time. But I know we're going to have more discussion on it, so.
Yeah,
thank you,
we're
Mr.
going to,
President.
after the public hearing, there'll be a lot of discussion on
I
this.
agree.
Thank you.
Counselor Mercurio?
Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, I have to agree with everyone else on this one, the 10-year, deceased for 10 years. I think 5 years would be more appropriate. And I'm going to have to agree with Councilor Novoselsky on this one, but every building that's paid by the taxpayers should be on this. School buildings, every building. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Any other counselors? This will be ordered to a public hearing on July 27th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calendar item number 12, communication from the city auditor requesting various fiscal year 2026 year-end free cash and retained earnings appropriations.
Mr. CFO?
Good evening, Mr. President and Council. Richard Viskey, 281 Broadway, CFO, City Auditor. Over the next couple of votes, you'll see a lot of the year-end transfers that we typically do every year. Make sure our books are in line, so when we close the books and we submit our free cash and our documents to the Department of Revenue, we have no issues with them. So happy to talk through any of the transfers as they appear. Thank you.
I think we're going to take them up separately. Madam Clerk, how are we going to handle this?
It's up to you, Chairman. You could take literally each one up separately.
Yeah, that's what I intend to do, yes. But I don't have them in front of me. Well, I'm sure I do, but... Oh, there is, any discussion on any of the items is fine. So what's the first one we're taking up here?
Well, the first on the list would be
Sand Sculpting Festival? What's that? Okay, all righty, let's take up fire overtime.
Shall the city council approve an appropriation from free cash in the amount of $435,000 to fire overtime? Councilor Argenzio.
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Janino?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hass?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Kelly?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel McKenna? Yes, Counsel Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes, and Counsel President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, that free cash transfer has been approved. For workers' compensation, $539,998 from free cash.
Before we call the roll.
excuse me, I'm
Does
sorry.
anybody have any discussion? We kind of cut everybody off on the last one. So, Counsel Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Through you to Mr. Viskey. It says here we expect this figure to be substantially lower in FY '27. Do we have any idea, like a forecast on what that might be?
We have several workers' comp cases that are now, went through the retirement process. So once the individuals get retired out, that's usually when you settle these cases up and you get rid of them. So we do have some long-term, basically paying people's yearly salary at the amount approved by workers' comp for the year. So some of these that have been lingering along since COVID, but we're starting to clear them up now. So we expect them to go down. Of course, we never know what's going to happen with workers' comp, but some of the long-term cases have definitely fallen off the books in '27.
And that's the same for the fire overtime as well?
That might be a longer story, but we can talk about fire overtime, and I think the best way to put it is we basically opened up a Point of Pines Fire Station without enough staffing, so overtime was basically used to staff that station.
Right, so the question was, it says here we expect the figure to be substantially lower next year.
Well, we just hired at least 8 more new firefighters. We've had some long-term cases come off, so less vacation time.
Not against
let's see.
overtime for these guys by any means. I'm just curious if you know what the number might be.
No, it was a
what are the
substantial number
savings?
this year, and I think it was just the phasing out of that station, and along with keeping Freeman Street open, and we didn't have any blackout, brownouts or anything, so we manned it 12 months, more or less, with overtime, and we're working with the chief, the administration here to get the staffing levels up to run
Right.
that without
So-
overtime.
So 435 this year, what are we looking at next year?
It was $1 million this year, so maybe 435 this year. You see the other 500,000 on the next transfer.
Gotcha, okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Counsel Mercurio.
Yeah, with all due respect, Mr. President, we had some questions regarding the fire overtime on this end, so next time we would like to discuss these
Well-
line items in a little bit more detail.
Well, I just said that.
Okay.
And I apologized for doing that, but nobody had a hand up or nobody let me know that they wanted to speak. So I'll take blame for it.
Okay.
And I already apologized for jumping. And can we go back to this? Let's go back.
We already
I want,
voted and
no, I want
passed, so
all
we, I
questions,
mean, we
I want
can't,
all questions asked and answered on the fire overtime. So let's start down here. Anybody? Questions on the fire overtime? Nobody. Anybody down here?
I did.
Counsel Mercurio.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank
My
you,
pleasure.
thank you, Mr. Viskey. The 435 was from 2026, that's to clear the books up on 2026, correct?
It's more like $1 million, Counselor, because you'll notice on your year-end transfer, there's another $560,000 being transferred in, so it's $1 million.
So total was $1 million
$1 million over budget, yes, sir.
over budget.
Yes.
And didn't we appropriate 1.4 million for the 2027 budget for the fire department and overtime?
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
I don't have the number off the top of my head, but it certainly wasn't 1.4 million.
How much was
I think
it?
it was, my guess was, I think it was about 650,000.
And we need to get those cadets into the academy and out of the academy real fast to try to get this overtime down. Thank you, Mr. Viskey.
Anybody else? Any questions down here? Obviously, I think that the justification was the new fire station staffing on overtime. I don't expect that next year, and I think the CFO said he's looking at 400 grand next year in overtime around that. So, or 444 grand, whatever you said.
We got a new fiscal year, and they got the new money, and we're just going to watch it week to week and have burn
Great.
sheets and have the discussion. So
Great.
It's nothing I'm happy about, so
Yeah.
don't ask me too many questions.
Okay, moving on to the next item. Okay, but did we finish up the other one? After fire? Okay. And we'll take up the Revere Beach Partnership now. Councilor Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Rich, last year, it was mentioned that this bolsters the local economy through the businesses, and there was talk of maybe measuring that somehow. Do we have any idea what, if there's an increase in meals and rooms tax for that weekend?
You know, Council, that'd be pretty difficult to weigh, honestly. You know, certain things you might be able to weigh as far as permits pulled and you know, types of revenue that's measurable. It'd be hard for me to say how busy each restaurant was and compare to whether there was or wasn't a festival. I mean, logic would think that it certainly brings some people to the city and hotel rentals and you know, meals tax and such, but I don't have a great way to, you know, give you a solid figure on that. It's just more of a hunch, but, you know, there certainly could be some discussion about how we can measure that. I just don't have a great answer for you right now on that.
So, in your opinion, do you think that we donate this money and we get it back through things like permitting and tax money and?
I think we definitely get some money back through local receipts that weekend. I mean, I think it's a lot more long-standing with regard to having an international event here in the city and name recognition and attracting people to the city, but I don't have a great way of kind of getting all that data and giving you a solid figure, but you know, I'm probably not the best person to give you the overarching, you know,
No, I
macro
hate to
level
put you on, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No,
know
no, I mean-
we ask you a lot of questions over the year that are unfair in a way.
I don't have
so-
a great way of measuring how it would come in. Like I said, logic would think that it helps the city, certainly costs the city as well, so it
That's
can
my
be debated
concern.
either side, I suppose.
That is my concern, that it does cost us, and due to the discussions we had about a month and a half ago with gaps in the finances, you know, overtime goes, I understand, so what is this 140 paying for?
I mean, essentially, this pays for the public safety of the event. It's, you know, we have our own force, but we also have DCR, we have the state police, et cetera, so it's always usually kind of a dollar for dollar on what it takes to make sure that it's a safe event for the city. So we like to think that these dollars go towards public safety.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Councilor Silvestri.
Thank you, Mr. President. And just a little point of information also. I don't know about receipts for restaurants and stuff, but the Mission, the hotel on the beach, is booked solid all of that week through Saturday. I actually had friends coming in, and they tried to get the room at the Mission Hotel, and they could only get one night on the weekend because it's been booked solid. So I do think it brings in that. I'd like to see this come before us a little sooner than what it does, but it's a great event for the city, and I think it's something that we should support. Thank you.
Councilor Novoselsky.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we've been doing this for 20 years, anywhere from 100,000 way back when, up to 140,000 now. It's an international event. We are put on the map. People know where Revere is. And I see people, not only the people that are doing the sculpting from out of country, but people walking the beach out of country. And I can tell you that the Comfort Inn is also packed beside the Mission. So the hotels are being addressed and being taken advantage of as far as people utilizing them. There's a great event. We all support it in another way. I'm sure, hopefully we all support it. I know I do. And I just hope that we pass this and continue our support for this great event. Thank you.
Anybody else? if I might. Mr. CFO, you just indicated that this $140,000 goes for public safety, or you hope it would go for public safety. Can we dictate that it goes for public safety?
I believe we can. Again, I don't work directly with the partnership in the budget for the event, but my understanding of the $140,000 is strictly for the overtime costs for the state troopers that monitor the event. So I don't have all the direct figures, so I can't tell you for sure. Maybe someone from the partnership can speak a little more to it, but my understanding is that this money is for public safety for the event.
Well, I mean, that's the first I've heard of this, and I would support it for public safety if it's directed. Now, everybody knows that I have a slight resentment against the partnership, and I have for years. And there's been some misinformation, and I think even the president and I disagree, but I have printouts coming of the figures. Wheelabrator for 10 years gave $10,000 a year. And most of us remember the Wheelabrator logo on the logo thing, so I don't think anybody disputes that. And there was a time that in the beginning when they were a little low on funds and asked for some extra money, and they gave it. And then, I'm going to be kind and say politicians got involved and talked about Wheelabrator polluting, and we shouldn't take their money. And I might add that recently there was a private environmental engineering company hired by City of Saugus, and there was a report that came back completely clean on the NOx levels, and everything was completely in compliance. And you know what? I didn't see it anywhere in the media. I didn't see it on social media. But God forbid there's a breakdown, I see it a million times on every possible media. So I just wanted to put that out there for public record, that there was a completely clean, independent study that showed no pollution. And the only reason I'm bringing all this up is the year that they sent the $10,000 check back to Wheelabrator, they didn't send Massport's check back, and they didn't send Global's check back. So if we're talking about this was for environmental reasons, which is a joke, it wasn't. It was a political hit. And
Counselor, I think you've gone way too far in laboring this point.
I'm talking.
Yeah,
have
I
the
know,
floor.
but this is
I have the
personal.
floor.
You
I
have a
have the floor.
personal issue right here. This
No,
isn't
no.
personal.
I'm putting facts on the table.
No.
That's it. So I don't want to hit the button here. So that's my point, that if Massport was sent that check back, and if Global was sent that check back, then I wouldn't have this little resentment that I have. So that's just some public information that I'm putting out there. And now that I know this money is dedicated to public safety, I'm probably going to support this tonight, which will be the first time ever, I think. So we'll move on.
On a motion.
Shall the City Council approve a transfer from free cash to the Revere Beach Partnership for the Sand Sculpting Festival in the amount of $140,000? Counselor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hass?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McKenna?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, that transfer has been approved.
Next item.
Next item would have, for the free cash transfers, would have been the workers' compensation in the amount of $539,998.
Any discussion on this workers' comp? Counselor Hass.
Thank you, Mr. President. Rich, 559, I mean, you said a couple of those are coming off the books this year. Is that what we talked about with workman's comp?
Yes, we definitely had some long-term workers' comp cases of some individuals who got injured that were waiting for retirement paperwork to go through, and some of those have happen now, and you'll see that fall off. Again, we never know what's going to happen over the course of a year, but there was definitely some kind of fixed costs that were embedded in the workers' comp this year that you should see fall off, so, for sure.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? On the motion, on the appropriation.
Shall the city council approve a transfer and appropriation from free cash to the workers' compensation account in the amount of $539,998? Counselor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya is absent. Counselor Haas?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McKenna? Yes. Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, that appropriation has been approved. Next on the request is for $70,000 from the from the water and sewer retained earnings account to the, water meter replacement citywide in the amount of $70,000.
Any discussion on the water meter replacement appropriation? Hearing and seeing none, let's move on.
Shall the city council approve a transfer from the water and sewer enterprise free cash retained earnings to the water meter replacement citywide fund in the amount of $70,000? Counselor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Haas?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McKenna?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, that appropriation has been approved. And lastly, from the Water and Sewer Enterprise Free Cash Retained Earnings Account, $602,604,000 to the Water Sewer Department overtime account.
Any discussion here? No discussion. We move on the appropriation.
Shall the City Council approve an appropriation from the Water and Sewer Enterprise Retained Earnings Account to the Water Sewer Department overtime account in the amount of $62,604? Counselor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Haas?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McKenna? Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, the appropriation has been approved. Calendar item number 13, communication from the city auditor requesting various transfers from the general fund and enterprise fund to close out fiscal year 2026.
Good evening, Mr. President, Richard Viskey,
Mr. Viskey.
City Hall, 281 Broadway. So at the beginning of the fiscal year, the council appropriates all the money for 2026. Within those appropriations, as the budget director, I'm able to move money within salary and expense lines in respective departments. However, any transfers that are made from one department to another, or from within a department, from a salary line to a non-salary line, has to be approved by this body. Every year, we come before you right before the end of the fiscal year and essentially clean the books up and move that money from certain accounts to certain accounts to bring all balances positive. So I'm happy to speak on anything in particular in that transfer if anyone has any questions.
Counselor Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Viskey, I just want to make sure, license commission permanent salary, it says one. Is that $1 you're transferring?
That's $1, Council, yes, sir.
Not a typo.
Everything's in the positive.
All right, thank you.
Counselor Novoselsky.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is just an adjustment because it says Legion Landscaping.
That's a different order, Counselor. That's coming up next.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is just the journal entry transfers account from account to form, if you see
Okay.
it. I think it's page 64.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Anybody else? Okay, on this particular
Sorry.
appropriation.
Yep, I see it.
Oh, Counselor Mercurio.
Thank you, Mr. President. Richard, RECC, what is that for $496,000?
That's the Regional Emergency Communication Center that we fund So we essentially get an assessment from them every year. That assessment is an estimate. When they get their grant money from the state on the volume of 911 calls, we get credits. So essentially, this was leftover appropriation from that, and so we're using that to fund some of the deficits. So yeah, we typically will, we kind of budget that at the gross number, and we typically will get more grant dollars than we anticipate, so we'll have a little bit of money at the end of the year to transfer around. I mean, we can't count on that every year specifically, but it's tend to work that way the last couple of years. You're welcome.
Counsel Novoselsky.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, for the leniency. Rich, on the Department of Public Works, streetlights, $90,000 you're taken out of. That means we had an extra $90,000 in that account for the year. And also for veterans' benefits, an extra $387,000. Why did we have so much money in each account?
I mean, the short answer is that every year we budget, and sometimes we spend more and we ask for transfers, and sometimes we spend less and we transfer it out. I mean, veterans, there hasn't been any wars, thankfully, and we don't cut the veterans' budget, so we fund it at the same amount every year, and the money that's left over is typically used to help fund other accounts. But you won't find me coming in here to cut in veterans' budget, so that's
And I
that's
don't-
how that works.
I don't
Counselor.
blame you, excuse me, Mr. President. Just one other thing, relating to the streetlights. If we have $90,000, why are me specifically, I don't know about the other councils, am I getting trouble of trying to change the size of lights in certain neighborhoods? We got the money to do it, and all I'm getting is, oh, we can't afford it. At
Well,
$90,000, I don't think we can't afford it.
The streetlights were tricky because a couple of years back when we replaced all the heads, we were supposed to realize some savings. It didn't seem like we realized it. And then I believe Chris and some of the DPW guys pressured them a little bit to do some calculation. And I think there may have been some errors, and I think you're seeing the benefits of that right now. But streetlights are always a tricky account, you know, it's a commodity more or less. So we have a set contract for electricity, and then we go out to bid, we get new prices, and the rates can be higher or lower. So it's, you know, maybe Councilor Jensen could give you a little more insight on that. I know he's managed it for years, but it's never an exact science on this.
I don't think we go out to bid for streetlights.
No, this is just to pay for the power to power the lights.
Right, I
This
understand
isn't
that.
for building
I
lights.
understand that, but, you know, I'm getting feedback from the department head saying, in the mayor's office, you know, I have to scrounge to try and get lights in certain neighborhoods where the kids are coming out of school, and I can't get brighter lights down there. That's terrible. It's not safety-wise.
But I think that, Counselor, I think what you'd be talking about is like a capital expense, which is different than, this is just literally an electric bill.
It's not a capital expense. To change a headlight on a
No, but the appropriation I'm talking about is just for the electric bills to run the lights.
No, I understand that, but if we have extra money, that's part of the package, changing light bulbs.
I'm sure the mayor would be happy to hear about some of the things you're looking for, and we can try to fund them, but it's first I'm hearing of it, Counselor.
He has, I'm just throwing it at you too.
Okay, anybody else? Let's move on. Okay, so we've got two votes coming up. Did everybody hear that? Okay, let's take the first one.
Shall the City Council approve the fiscal year 2026 year-end general fund transfers as reported by the City Auditor? Councilor Argenzio.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Cogliandro.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Janino.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Guarino Sawaya.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Hass.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Kelly.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor McKenna. Yes. Councilor Mercurio. Yes. Councilor Novoselsky.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Silvestri. Yes. And Council President Zambudo.
Yes.
Yes, the year-end transfers for the general fund have been approved. On to the next one.
Next vote, please.
Shall the City Council approve the fiscal year 2026 year-end water and sewer enterprise fund transfers as reported by the City Auditor? Councilor Argenzio.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Cogliandro.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Janino.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Guarino Sawaya.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Hass.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Kelly. Yes. Councilor McKenna. Yes. Councilor Mercurio.
Yes?
Yes. Councilor Novoselsky.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Silvestri.
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo.
Yes.
Yes, the water and sewer enterprise end-of-year transfers have been approved. Calendar item number 14, communication from the city auditor requesting appropriations from the Community Improvement Trust Fund for landscaping at the American Legion lawn and Freeman Street Fire Station repairs.
Mr. CFO.
Thank you, Mr. President. Again, two separate votes needed from our community investment trust account, improvement trust account. One would be for landscape and services next door here at the back of the Legion building for $25,000. And another one is a little more substantial. It's for some Freeman Street Fire Station repairs that I've enclosed a copy of Weston and Sampson's estimated repair option, construction cost. Councilor Sawaya was gracious enough to offer up some help in getting that station up and running, and I'm here to try to answer any questions I could on that. Thank you.
Councilor Guarino Sawaya.
Thank you, Mr. President. Rich, thank you so much for making my dream come to fruition here. I'm more than happy to dedicate my CIT funds to this project. It's been my intention from the onset. Since the day I was elected, the first thing I heard is, oh, now that you have the Point of Pines Fire Station, we're not going to keep Engine 5 anymore on Freeman Street. We don't need it. And that is so far from the truth. So whatever we need to do with my CIT funds for Ward 5, we were going to do to keep Freeman Street open and functioning. Freeman Street's really important to ensuring the public safety of the residents in our area because it serves so many different purposes. We have Revere Street, we have North Shore Road, and we have Revere Beach Boulevard, not to mention Sagamore Street, and that entire area. This station takes care of this entire area. And to me, it's more important than any other reason anybody would want our CIT funds. So I thank you for making this come to fruition. Take whatever you need for this and just keep that engine, keep that fire station going, fix that floor, and then hopefully whenever we get some money back into my CIT funds, we can probably buy another engine. That would be fantastic as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Mercurio.
Mr. Viskey, can you give us a breakdown of the CIT money and who is funding the $570,000? Is there a breakdown of who?
Ward 5,
Ward 5 is giving most of the money to that?
all of it.
All, okay. And Ward 1 is giving the $25,000 for the landscaping at the Legion building?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, again, this fund is a fund of dollars that come in from development. I think that the ward-to-ward recommendations or, whose money is it? I don't think that's necessarily part of an ordinance as such, but we do account for it ward by ward for you. We give you quarterly reports, so you have an idea, and, I feel like it's city money, but I keep with the theory here, so I know you guys don't want me to sweep it for the high school, so until then, we'll keep it like this. But to your point, Counselor, there was $571,000 for Ward 5, and Counselor Revere is basically said to use all our money to fix this station, so it's all Ward 5.
Okay, great, thank you. And a couple of questions regarding the construction estimate here that we received from Weston and Sampson. They're going to charge us $90,000 for a structural engineer.
I mean, that's what they say, but none of this is all estimate. Again, it's based upon 3 different options with estimates for each, estimates for overruns, estimate for contingencies, general construction costs. So you can see on the bottom, to fix both apparatus bays, we're talking anywhere from $674 to $794. This stuff would have to go to bid anyhow, but, to the council. So I puts up $570 if this comes in under that. We may be able to return some funds or do some envelope repairs or what have you. So we'll never know what the cost is until we put it all at the bid.
And if it goes over the 570, is it going to come out of the capital improvement budget?
Well, if it comes over that, and I talk to the mayor, and the mayor wants to press forward and use some city funds to complement the funds from Ward 5, then we'll do that. I expect that that would probably be the most logical scenario, not to speak for the mayor. I haven't had a chance to talk to him on this today, but I'd look at it like a grant. If we got 570 from one source and it costs us 800,000, we'll leverage those dollars, so I would think it's good money spent.
Okay,
Thank you, Counselor.
thank you.
Counselor Novoselsky.
Thank you, Mr. President. Rich, just a clarification, on this Legion landscaping for $25,000, is that the work they did in the back of the Legion or for the front?
No, I think that's the back, to beautify the back. I think that's irrigation, some sod. Like I said, we don't have a lot of time. It was probably the right season to plant grass seed now, so I think in order to make that aesthetically pleasing to the neighbors, we want to get that up and running. So I believe Council Mercurio starts with to get that, use some sod and get some irrigation over there.
Right,
do
and it looks good, you know, I was glad to see it happen. The only thing is, calling it Legion property, okay? Like, we had to change the name of the front of the Legion to McMacken Veterans Park. And what happened was that the Legion itself got sued because somebody got injured because it was considered the Legion lawn. But if this is considered, it's the back of the Legion, the back of the building. I don't know, you know, you call inspectional services if you want, but, you know, I just don't want the Legion to
I'll
be.
call it whatever you want, Counselor. I
I
just want to
ju-
make sure people knew we were talking about.
I just don't want the Legion to get sued again and lose the money that they can barely afford. And that's what happened last time.
I'll wait for the ordinance to come out when we can name stuff, and we'll figure out a new name.
It's just a
No,
matter
I
of
don't-
calling, it's
I
just a
don't know
matter
what
of,
else to call
it's
it.
a matter of calling it something other than American Legion property.
It's
Because
McMacken
it's
Park.
not.
That's what it's.
Well, the front
McMacken
is
Veterans
McMacken,
Memorial.
this is the back,
Okay.
I'll call it anything you like, but that's the area.
yeah.
All right, we're
Mackin's
not going to
Ranch.
name it here tonight.
Right.
Anybody
So-
else? Okay, on that's, I think you can take them together. Okay, we're taking both of these together as one.
Shall the City Council approve the following appropriations from the Community Improvement Trust Fund? $25,000 for the American Legion lawn landscaping and $570,000 for the Freeman Street Fire Station repairs. Counselor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hass?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McKenna? Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes,
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Silvestri?
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, the appropriations have been approved.
Thank you, councilors. Have a great night.
thank you, Richard.
Mr. President, suspension of the rules, please.
Suspension of rules, all in favor, all opposed? So ordered.
Hi, Richard.
I'd like
The
to vote-
reason is to take up a motion by the counselor, by the two counselors. That's the Sereno Memorial.
Item number 20, please, on the agenda. 26148.
Calendar item number 20, motion presented by Councilors Silvestri and Janino, that the mayor direct the Veteran Service Officer to approve and install a veteran memorial pole for Sergeant Richie Sereno at the corner of Malden Street and Washington Avenue.
Yes.
Counselor Silvestri, I guess.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I know we dedicated the corner in that area a little while ago, but I wanted to make sure the veterans pole was intact. I spoke with the family. They sent the request into the veterans office. I want to make sure that that veterans pole is presented in that area. We all know the commitment and the service that Mr. Sereno made to the city and the country, and I just wanted to be sure that this was inquired, and as well as the family.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Janino.
Thank you. I spent many years working with Richie on the department. I know his love for the country, the city, the people of Revere, and I'd like to see this pole get in there. Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor Novoselsky.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I'm all for this. I love Richie Sereno. He's a great, great guy. His son's a great guy. The problem I have with what's happening here is there were 3 locations that were put up over the last 3 or 4 months. We did not get notification of those to approve those. And the protocol that was set up, probably maybe 4 years ago, was that somebody would go to the Veterans Office, request that it be made, they would check out to make sure that the veteran was eligible and that he had a DD 214 or he was KIA or whatever it was. And then they would send it up to us for approval. All these signs and memorials have to be approved by us, the Revere City Council. Now, it seems as though here, we're getting it from 2 councilors. We didn't get it from the Veterans Office. The last 3, we didn't get anything from the Veterans Office. I have an issue with the Veterans Office not following the protocol that was established several years back. And I would like that to be noted and that they be told that there's a protocol and that they follow it.
Are you asking for a communication to be sent to the veterans, from the mayor to the Veterans Department to follow the protocol that we set up years ago?
Yes.
Okay. That's a motion from the floor. I'll take it. Anybody else on the particular motion for this? Council Cogliandro.
I just want to show my full support for this great family, very deserving. That whole corner should say Sereno's Corner, like we said, during that meeting. So, and please tell your son I miss him up here dearly. Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, I'll take a minute. Everybody knows how I feel about the Sereno family, and Richard, of course, and his son and the whole family, and his son, Ricky, who I miss dearly up here, the genuinely intelligent, great young man, and he's truly missed. But this is a great motion. I support it wholeheartedly. I know we're kind of diverting from the policy here. the same way
Mr.
that
President,
The same way that
if I may.
can
Sorry
I
to
finish, or you want
Go ahead. No,
to,
you
you want
can
to
go.
jump in before I finish? Okay. That you want to speak? Okay. Okay, well, you should have let me know sooner, I wouldn't be speaking. You can't interrupt me. Anyhow, I'm thrilled that we kind of broke the protocol ourselves here tonight, and maybe we're going to get this back on track after this one, but this one's important, and we're going to get this done tonight. Counselor Haas.
Thank you, Mr. President. So going back to the protocol, why wouldn't we just put the whole council on this motion to act as in place of the protocol if the councilors would be okay with that?
I don't think anybody has a problem with that. Yeah, this will be, this motion will speak for the whole council. I think our hearts are all there, and everybody knows that, so that's a good point. Thank you. Okay.
On Sergeant Sereno's motion or on the verbal motion to remind the meeting stop?
Okay, no, that'll be a separate motion. We're going to vote on the Sereno motion first, then we're going to go back to the floor motion by Council Novoselsky. Good. Okay, on roll call?
Shall the city council approve a motion by the entire city council that the mayor direct the veteran service officer to approve and install a veteran memorial pole for Sergeant Richie Sereno at the corner of Baldwin Street and Washington Avenue? Councilor Argenzio.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Cogliandro.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Janino.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Guarino Sawaya.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Haas.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Kelly.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor McKenna. Yes. Councilor Mercurio.
Yes?
Yes. Councilor Novoselsky.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Silvestri.
Yes.
Yes. And Council President Sambudo.
Yes.
Yes, the motion is approved.
Now, we'll take the motion from Council Novoselsky to, well, I think you wrote it down, correct? The mayor direct the Veterans Office.
Yeah, that the mayor direct the Veteran Service Officer to follow the protocol as provided by Section 12.22.010 through 060 of the Revere Revised Ordinances.
On the roll.
On a roll call, Counselor Argenzio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Cogliandro?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Guarino Sawaya?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hass?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McKenna?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Mercurio?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Novoselsky?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Silvestri? Yes. And Counsel President Zambudo?
Yes.
Yes, the motion has been approved.
Back to the regular order of business.
Motions, calendar item number 15, motion presented by Councilors Cogliandro and Mercurio, that the mayor, city planner, and any other appropriate department heads appear before the city council to provide information and discuss concerns regarding construction vehicles being diverted through residential side streets. Further, that advance notice of any road closures or detours be provided to the affected ward councilors and residents to ensure they are informed of anticipated traffic impacts and changes to local road access.
Counselor Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Once in a while, somebody files something just like this. Especially, I feel like right now there are so many projects happening simultaneously in the city, but this came about when I received a whole bunch of complaints from Elm Street and Sewell Street regarding construction vehicles. I think I'm kind of tapping into the next motion as well, but we have MBTA buses going down, side streets they shouldn't be going down. We have construction vehicles not only being diverted through neighborhoods, they're parking there. And, I guess we'll talk about that stuff a little bit more, but it seems like there's been a small communication breakdown. The ward councilors, and no disrespect to the at-large councilors, the ward councilors should be the first people to know about road closures, because we are normally the first line of defense, the people that should know what's going on. And again, I understand, that our DPW and the police department, everybody's incredibly busy. I have all the respect in the world for those guys and girls. I would appreciate a heads up. I will say the water department on water breaks, whenever there's a water break anywhere, I think they notify all of us. So if we could get onto some sort of system, like, hey, we just had at Revere Street, Malden Street, at the intersection of Ward 3 and 5, we just had that portion of Broadway completely blocked off. So stuff like that, I had no idea. And I know they were working, but, long and short of it, it was just like an increase in communication, because stuff like this can't be happening either. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Mercurio.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I echo my fellow councilors' motion here. It's important that we have a lot of construction going on throughout the city of Revere. And it's up to the city engineer and the Department of Chris Chamello to notify us about rerouting traffic, especially on Broadway right now. We're putting a brand-new water main in that's running down the length of Broadway. And I had no idea that all the traffic was going to be diverted to the way it was. And we have a big project right now at the McMacken Little League field that we didn't get notified that the construction vehicles, the dump trucks, and the delivery trucks were going to be going down Sewell Street and Harris Street. So just a little notification. We can let the residents know what's going on. We can send out an email or put it on Facebook or any other ways of communicating. But I'm in strong favor of this motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor Novoselsky.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I like this. I can tell you 2 instances in the last 4 days. The water department had a water break on Centennial Ave, and we got a message. The water break was cutting off water for a lot of the neighbors, and then a couple hours later, we got a note that it was back on. Perfect. This afternoon, I'm coming down Shirley Ave, and Shirley Ave is blocked off, and it's the developers. It's a lot of the developers blocking off the street, not letting us know that it's happening, and all the cars have to go up Walnut Ave, Campbell Ave, Centennial Ave, all in the little neighborhoods. And also, this was street work, and they didn't even have a detail to do it. Now, I'm not saying that the police didn't do it, but sometimes they don't have enough people to fill them, and I understand that. But they shouldn't just put cones down. They should put trucks there, a vehicle there, or they put a person there with a stop sign or a directional sign. But it's not fair to some of the businesses the way they cut off the street. I know people can walk down, but the parking department is very strict on neighborhood parking, about people not living there and tagging them. So I think this is a great motion, and we ought to make sure that everybody knows that we're concerned. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Guarino Sawaya.
Thank you, Mr. President. I strongly support this motion. With dozens of construction projects happening at the same time, residents and their ward councilors deserve advanced notice on public road closures, detours, and traffic impacts. Just last week, I had a contractor who completely ignored the city's approved traffic plan. What happened is we had National Grid doing work in the Point of Pines, which is the pipeline, and then we had National Grid sending Riley Brothers to fix the sidewalks on the same street that they're going to still continue to rip up because the pipeline's not done yet. And they were trying to do two jobs at once without appropriate notification to anybody. And then, thank God that the city, that Chris Charmella stepped in, intervened, and shut that job site down, because they were supposed to start on the other end where there's no work being done. It's absolutely crazy. I just don't understand how they can get away with doing what they do, especially National Grid. It's awful. I had the MWRA at one project, National Grid at another. It's just, I don't understand. We definitely need better communication. And thank you, Anthony, Councilor Cogliandro, thank you so much for putting that in. And thank you, Councilor Mercurio, for putting that in. It's really, really important that we get to the bottom of this and we are informed, because we cannot inform our constituents unless we know. Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor Cogliandro.
Thank you for the leeway, Mr. President. I have to apologize to Councilor McKenna. When I submitted these, I was supposed to add her to this motion and the next one. If we could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. And I also apologize as well, Councilor. Sorry about that.
Counselor McKenna.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just think it's a bigger problem than National Grid and not communicating. I think it's a city problem. I think there are departments that don't tell us what's going on, and I just think the right hand's not telling the left hand, and we're left blinded. But the other thing I want to say is that we just had an incident in Beachmont. They're cutting up Summer Street and Winthrop Ave, which they're not supposed to do, because Winthrop Ave and Summer Street just got paved, and they're supposed to wait 5 years. So, but they're cutting it up, and they're laying down pipes. And I said to Mayor Keefe the other day when we were at a function, I said, Mayor, do you know that this is happening? He didn't even know it was happening. So it's a bigger problem than, and really, we should, as a city, we should get on board, and they should talk to us so we know. And even the mayor didn't even know. So that's just where I'm at. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Okay, everybody done so I can speak? Thank you. So I think one of the most egregious things right now is National Grid. It's cutting up the whole city. It's blocking off streets. There's no notification of anything. They're running rampant. They're parking equipment everywhere. I'm getting calls from everybody complaining. It's out of control. Now, I know that we don't have a lot of control over utilities, but we do when they're cutting up our roadways. We gotta get with the mayor's office, and there's gotta be some strict rules put in place here, that we can't have a detour, and some of these detours are just ridiculous. And I think somebody mentioned that Broadway was shut off the other day, and I came down, I wanted to go down Tuckerman, but it was blocked. I couldn't get to Tuckerman. I go down to Cushman Ave, and Cushman Ave is blocked to Broadway, and I go around, and Broadway is blocked off. It's ridiculous, and there's got to be some rhyme or reason to this, and we all got to get on board and ask the mayor to really help us with this, because we got to reach out to the utility, and you know, these are contractors that are hired by the utility. This one happens to be Devereaux, but there's many of them. And they're running rampant, and we got to put a stop to it. Counsel McKenna?
Thank you for the leeway, Mr. President. You go in Winthrop. Winthrop has been doing their streets over and sidewalks over for the last 3 years. They got a grant from Biden when he was the president. And you don't see these big trucks parked on, on the street. You don't see anything. Everything is all cleared up.
Yeah.
And, I mean, everything is nice and neat. So I just feel like they take advantage of Revere.
Well, we're a
know,
lot
it-
bigger, and there's a lot more mileage that
Sure,
they're
I get it,
running
but I
pipe, and
just
I'm
think-
I'm not defending them, but they're, we can do better. There's no question about it. We can't do as well as Winthrop
Sure.
because they got a smaller area, and they're parking the trucks in the big areas that they have there, right off of their main drag. So if we could do that, that would be wonderful, but I think that's being overly optimistic. Counsel Novoselsky?
Thank you, Mr. President. Just as an FYI, I don't know if Summer Street and Winthrop Ave were planned, if they're just upgrading their own pipes, or if there were emergencies, but we have a city ordinance that says they can't dig up a paved street for 5 years.
I know.
And we have to make sure our DPW remembers that.
Okay.
I'm sure they know it, but they have to remember that and enforce it.
All right. That's the end of this one. On the motion, all in favor, all opposed? So ordered.
Calendar item number 16, motion presented by Councilors Cogliandro, McKenna, and Mercurio, that the mayor, city planner, and any other appropriate department heads appear before the city council to provide information and discuss concerns regarding parking from McMacken Field, the impacts of the neighbors being inundated with parking from games and/or practices at this field, and any plans in place for the neighborhood to prevent any parking-related issues.
Counsel Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. At one of the community meetings, I don't even know if I want to bring up Harris Street right now, but at one of the community meetings revolving around that, one of the concerns that was brought up was the angled parking at this park. And I know that we're adding a lot of spaces, but when this park was open years ago when I was a kid, there wasn't nearly as many people as there are now. And the intention would be to make sure that this park is in use constantly. It's good for the kids, it's good for revenue through permitting, but I also do not want to see the side streets, Winthrop Ave, illegal parking on Winthrop Ave, then people parking on Elm, Sewell, Bixby, all the way down to Butler, Library. I don't want to see, they're already dealing with enough on Sundays because of the church. They inundate that area constantly. So they're not going to have any relief during baseball season, and I'd like to see a plan or even a presentation regarding this. The park's coming along beautiful, but I want to give some answers to the people that are very concerned about this. Thank you.
Thank you, Counsel. Counsel Mercurio.
Thank you, Mr. President. Once again, I'm going to echo my colleagues over here. I think the McMacken Little League Field is going to have 20 spots angled parking, which is not enough. 17? Okay, thank you, 17. I think we have to look into probably asking the Immaculate Church to use their parking facility in the back to accommodate. We're going to have a lot of residents parking. See if we can work a deal with them possibly to use their parking during the week at least. So, but it's going to be an issue, and it's something that I'm not looking forward to, but I am looking forward to the opening of the new park. It's coming along
Beautiful,
greatly,
yeah.
and everyone's excited about it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Anybody else? Counsel McKenna.
Thank you, Mr. President. I know when the park was open years ago, we had a lot of problems with cars just parking in front of residential houses. I'm thinking about maybe, Victoria, Harris, Haddon, Sewell, Elm, maybe they should get something, maybe residential parking, so they won't, people that are attending that. I mean, I think 17 parking spaces is pretty good. We didn't have any back in the day. We just parked on the street and we parked in the side streets. But I think we should at least give some of these residents that are abutting this park some special parking instead of just, city parking. Because anybody from Wayland School up in that area can park down there if they're trying to see their, kid play. So you know, I just think that we should help the residents that live abut the property. Thank you.
My hope is that when McMacken, some of us remember when McMacken was a beautiful park and it was full all the time. We had no parking. We're going to have 17 spots there. I'm hoping that's going to alleviate a lot of the residential parking. It's not going to be perfect, let's face it. There's a lot more people, but I think it's going to be better with all those spots. Council Silvestri.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I agree, the parking might become an issue, but I think it's going to be less than what we've seen in the heyday of the McMacken Field, just because of what's going to be scheduled there, where you had McMacken running from early morning right through
Right.
the night, and like nonstop, one game behind another. There's not a league running out of there, so I don't think it's going to be as much volume.
You're right.
So I'm just looking forward to it. We were all very excited to see the park open, and I think it's going to be an addition that we much need. Thank you.
Great. Okay, on the motion, all in favor? Is someone else? No. All in favor, all opposed? So ordered.
Calendar item number 17, motion presented by Councilors Argenzio and Janino, that the mayor, superintendent of public works, and city engineer be requested to allocate a portion of funds from next year's Chapter 90 monies to pave Washington Avenue and install new sidewalks from 134 Washington Avenue to the Chelsea line.
Councilor Genzio.
Thank you, Mr. President. I put the address 134. There's a seam in the street there, and from there north, the street was paved. From there south to the Chelsea line, it's in deplorable condition. It's a short stretch through the Park Avenue intersection. And I think one of the things about this section of Washington Ave that's unique, I don't think there's another major city street that a portion of it doesn't have a sidewalk. If you're walking up from the Chelsea line on the east side, there's no sidewalk. So when you're walking there, you're either forced to go in the street or cross Washington Avenue at a bend. So it's very dangerous. So I'd like to see that done. And my colleague, Councilor Janino, I think will also agree.
Councilor Janino.
Thank you. Yeah, this part of Washington Avenue has been neglected for years, and we're due. The sidewalks are a mess, the streets are a mess. I mean, it's with Chelsea, Revere, and everything all come together, too.
On the motion, all in favor, all opposed? So ordered.
Calendar item number 18, motion presented by Councilor Cogliandro, that the mayor direct the chief of police to increase patrols on Tuttle Street due to alleged suspicious activity in the area.
Councilor Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to add Councilor Guarino Sawaya to this motion as well. Getting multiple phone calls regarding some sort of suspicious activity. I don't want to say what I've been told because they're just allegations, but I'm hoping we can get some more patrol down there to monitor what's going on at night. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Guarino Sawaya.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Council Cogliandro, for adding me to the motion. You know, I fully support this motion. My family also lives around that area, and I understand these concerns firsthand. This happened a few years back as well, and I think it was actually last year that this happened. That area that they're actually talking about is that marshy area that Amazon owns. And what happens is there are tents back there, and there's a bunch of people that end up doing suspicious things in the back. And what happened is last year, they did make people leave that area. But now, with the overgrowth that's there, you can barely see what's happening. So I think we also need to add to this motion, Council Cogliandro, if possible, to have Amazon provide maintenance to that area as well, so they can cut down that brush, and there could be more visibility for the police when they do go down there, if that's okay with you. I need Amazon to clean up the brush back there as
The
well.
last
where
time
those
I
people
spoke
live.
about Amazon, I told them they should put migrants in the facility on Squire Road, so why don't you call Amazon and see if you can get that
I
done?
will gladly do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
On the motion, all in favor, all opposed? So ordered.
Calendar item number 19, motion presented by Councilor Cogliandro that the mayor request the chief of police to provide the city council with a report detailing fireworks enforcement activities conducted between July 1 and July 8th of 26, including but not limited to the number of citations issued, warnings given, arrests made, and any other enforcement actions taken during that period.
Councilor Cogliandro.
Thank you, Mr. President. I swear this is my last motion. Yeah, just a simple report of what actions were taken regarding fireworks. They're illegal. We have an ordinance. I just want to know what the police department's doing about it. You know, I see both sides of this. I'm a dog owner, and I have to spend the nights in my house, you know, holding my dogs that get very nervous. But I do see both sides of this. I understand the enjoyment of them, but I also understand that it's a law, against the law to have them. So I'm just curious to know what is being done on the enforcement end. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? On the motion, all in favor, all opposed? So ordered.
Calendar item number 21, motion presented by Councilor Guarino Sawaya that the mayor request that fire department, police department, engineering department, and emergency management to report on the feasibility of expanding municipal drone operations for emergency response, shoreline monitoring, infrastructure inspections, and disaster assessment.
Councilor Guarino Sawaya.
Thank you, Mr. President. This motion is actually similar to the one Councilor Silvestri put in for the flock system motion. As a coastal community, Revere is constantly dealing with issues related to flooding, severe weather, and impact of climate change. In Ward 5 especially, the areas like the Point of Pines, Oak Island, and Riverside, we know how important it is to have accurate information quickly when storms and flooding occur. Drones can provide first responders and city departments with real-time information without putting employees in potentially dangerous situation. They can help identify flooding problems, monitoring shoreline conditions, inspect infrastructure, and assist during emergencies. Just to be clear, the motion does not commit the city to purchasing the equipment. It's simply to ask our departments to study whether this technology can improve public safety, save resources, and better prepare Revere for future challenges. Many communities are looking at these innovative ways to deliver services, and I believe Revere should really look into it and explore the tools that may help us protect our residents and our coastline. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Silvestri.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just for a point of information, Chief Levita actually sent me a message this evening apologizing for her not being able to make tonight, but she's going to come up the next meeting and she's going to present on the flock and the drone system that the police are using. So,
Beautiful. That's great information. Thank you. On the motion, all in favor, all opposed?
Aye.
So ordered.
Calendar item number 22, motion presented by Councilor Guarino Sawaya that the mayor request the Office of Emergency Management and Public Health Department to develop an extreme heat preparedness plan identifying cooling centers, vulnerable populations, communication strategies, and long-term mitigation efforts to address increasing summer temperatures.
Councilor Guarino Sawaya.
Thank you, Mr. President. Especially with tomorrow's heat coming up, the next couple of days are going to be extremely hot. It's becoming a growing concern, and we as a city need to be prepared before a crisis occurs. The motion just asks for help identifying what we can do to help them, help people be more aware of communication strategies and solutions on where they can go if they're extremely hot and they have nowhere to go. Our seniors, children, and residents' health could depend on it. So tonight, I actually spoke to Adrian, and information will be going out this week through the mayor's office and the liaison. They also are putting together misters for different events, like cooling stations for residents in the city whenever we have extreme heat. Thank you so much.
Anybody else? On the motion, all in favor, all opposed? So ordered.
Mr. President,
Councilor Cogliandro.
no further business, I understand. If so, I just want to take a point of personal privilege.
Take your point.
I just want to invite everyone from July 23rd to the 25th. To the city of Revere, we have 3 different continents worth of competitors coming to compete in the 2026 Boston International Karate Championships. It's being held at Revere High School, and I invite all of Revere to come and enjoy it. So thank you very much for the time.
Thank you. It sounds like a great event, Counselor. This city council stands adjourned to July 27th.